introduction. The name of disease given as a Huntington because this disease is described by the American physician George Huntington in 1872. That's why the disease name is a Huntington disease. Huntington disease, it is also called as Huntington chorea because there is a rapid jerky movements or a dancing like movement shown with patient with HD. Huntington disease is an autosomal neurodegenerative disorder, which means there is a mutation of genes occur. Here you can see in the figure, there is a 50% chances of 50% chances of parent with suffering from HD have 50% chances to affected her child. Then what actually happens in the Huntington disease, there is a normal gene containing 10 to 26 CAG repeats. CAG means cytosine, adenine, and guanine. These are the DNA base pairs. But in case of patients with Huntington disease, these sequence of DNA base pair repeated. That's why it also called as trinucleotide expansion. And these CAG 3-letter sequence genetic code having a polyglutamate stage is occur. Here you can see in the figure there is an expanded polyglutamate tract resulting in the formation of defective gene, that is MSTT, and this is very toxic to the CNS, and this leads to the pathological changes, that is chorea movement, cognitive impairment, psychiatric disorder. Chorea movements means jerky or a dancing like movement shown by patient with HD. Cognitive impairments means there is a learning and memory impairment, and psychiatric disorder, that's anxiety or depression. The localization of phenolinic acid to the microglial cell leads to the brain damage and increased level of cytokine, interleukin, and TNF, which is shown in vivo studies. Neuroprotective potential of hesperidine reported as an antioxidant anti-inflammatory activity, which reported in both in vivo as well as in vitro studies. And minocycline is a microglial inhibitor which used in combination with hesperidine. The present study explored the microglial pathway of neuroprotective effect of hesperidine based upon its interaction with the minocycline against the phenolic acid induced Huntington disease-like symptoms in rats. The materials and methods we are used: animals, male start at 250 to 300 gram, maintained on pale or light dark, and have free access to food and water. The experimental protocol carried out in accordance with the CPSCA and then interstitial administration of phenolinic acid. The rat was anesthetized with thiopental sodium 45 mg per kg intraperitoneal and placed in stereotaxic apparatus. A 1 to 2 mm diameter hole was made in the skull for microinjection using a small hand drill. A total volume of 4 microliter of phenolinic acid was delivered slowly over a period of 2 minutes. Then drug and treatment schedule. Here you can see in the experimental design, hesperidine 25 mg per kg, 50 mg per kg, and 100 mg per kg doses are given, and minocycline 25 mg. These doses once daily per oral administration were given. Then before administration of phenolinic acid, the beam training and locomotor activity was checked. After that, phenolinic acid single intrastatal administration was given. On weekly intervals, the locomotor activity was checked using actophotometer. After 20th day, the elevated plus that is memory performance was checked in 20th day. And 21st day, there is a balance beam check for hindlimbic functioning. And after that, there is a brain isolation for the biochemical and mitochondrial estimation, caspase 3, BDNF, and TNF alpha level, striatal lesion model measurement. These are the grouping of experimental animals. Here, having a 7 groups of animals. Naive means no treatment, sham means surgery performed and only vehicle administered. Control means single unilateral intrastatal administration of phenolinic acid. Minocycline 25 means minocycline 25 mg per kg per oral plus phenolinic acid 300 nanomole per 4 microliter. Hesperidine 25, hesperidine 25 mg per kg. Hesperidine 50 means hesperidine 50 mg per kg per oral route. Hesperidine 100 mg per kg and hesperidine 50 mg per kg and minocycline 25 mg in combination. Then measurement of body weight. The body weight of animal were recorded after the administration of phenolinic acid. on day one, and on the last day of study, 21st day, was checked the percent change in the body weight was calculated by the following formula. Percent change in the body weight is equal to body weight day 21 day minus day 21 divided by day 1 into 100. Then moving towards the behavioral assessments, the assessment of gross behavioral activity, that is locomotor activity, was checked using an actophotometer. Here you can see this is the equipment that is known as actophotometer. Here, and this is an activity chamber. Here the animal was placed in this chamber for habituation period for 3 minutes before the motor activity was recorded for next 5 minutes. Then animal is placed in this, and the beam of actophotometer was cut by the animal were taken as a measure of movement. Then moving to the balance beam walking hindlimb functioning test. This is the behavioral test, assess the motor performance of animal by their ability to walk across an elevated tap or beam. Prior to the surgery, the animal were habituated to set up in the test phase. Number of foot lift, that is placement of limb on the left square, was counted and motor performance was assessed on a scale. Here you can see the balance beam. The animal is placed in the wooden beam, and there is a number of foot lifts are counted. Then elevated plus mesh test for spatial memory performance was checked. Memory was assessed on 21st day after intrastaltic administration of quinonic acid. Here you can see the apparatus. This is known as elevated plus mesh apparatus, having the 2 open arms and crossed with 2 closed arms. The arms are crossed with a central square. Okay. Then they are placed in the one end of open arm, facing away to the central square. Then the activity is measured. The retention transfer latency was checked by the rat is go from this place to the one of the closed arm that was checked. That is the retention transfer latency was checked. Retention latency was noted again on 21st day. Percentage retention of memory was calculated by following formula. That is percentage retention of memory is equal to transfer latency. That is day 20 minus day 21 divided by day 21 into 100. Then dissection and homogenization. After the assessment of day 21, the animals were randomized into different groups. That is biochemical parameters, mitochondrial enzyme complex activities, striatal lesion volume measurement. After that, the animals were sacrificed by decapitation method. Decapitation, it means the spinal cord or brain of the animal is separated from the body. That it is known as decapitation. And this brain of animal is placed on the eyes for further estimation, that is biochemical parameter and mitochondrial enzyme complex activity and striatal lesion volume measurement. Okay, then biochemical estimation. For the biochemical estimation, 10% Vedga volume tissue homogenate were prepared in 0.1 molar phosphate buffer, pH 7.4. The homogenate were centrifuged at 10,000 gram at 41 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Aliquot of supernatant were separated and used for biochemical estimation. These are the biochemical estimation is carried out: estimation of lipid peroxidation, estimation of nitrite, estimation of superoxide diaster activity, estimation of reduced glutathione, protein estimation, estimation of TNF alpha, Caspase-3 by calorimetric assay, and BDNF estimation. The estimation of lipid peroxidation is done by the spectrophotometer, and estimation of nitrite is by the colorimetric assay, and estimation of superoxide diamastase and estimation of reduced glutathione, it is done by spectrophotometer. Okay, the protein estimation is done by the Biuret method, and estimation of TNF by immunoassay technique. Caspase-3 is the calorimetric assay, and BDNF estimation by the ELISA kit. Then moving towards the complex estimation, there is an isolation of rat brain mitochondria. The second group of animal we are used for the mitochondrial enzyme complex estimation. Okay, the brain region were homogenized in isolated buffer. Homogenate was centrifuged at 30,000 gram for 5 minutes at 41 degrees Celsius. Pellet was resuspended in isolation buffer with ethylene glycol, tetraacetic acid, that is EGTA, and spoon again 13,000 gram at 14 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes. The resulting supernatant was transferred two new tubes and top off with isolation buffer with EZTA and again spoon at 13,000 grams at 41 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Pellet containing pure mitochondria was resuspended in isolation buffer without EZTA. This is the method where isolation of the rat brain mitochondria is carried out. Okay. Then NADS dehydrogenase complex 1 activity, succinate dehydrogenase, that is SDS complex second activity, and mitochondrial redox, that is complex third activity, and cytochrome oxidase complex 4 activity. Okay. Then NADS dehydrogenase, succinate dehydrogenase, and cytochrome oxidase, these are demonstrated or recorded by the spectrophotometer. Only the mitochondrial redox complex third activity is by the ELISA. Then striatal lesion volume measurement. This is the third group of animal for the striatal lesion volume measurement. At the end of drug administration, animals were sacrificed for TTC, that is 2,3,5 triphenyl tetrazolium chloride staining. Brain were quickly removed, placed in ice cold saline solution, and were then sectioned at 2 mm interval using the rat brain matrix. Section were then stained with 2% TTC, that is 2,3,5 triphenyl tetrazolium chloride, prepared in normal saline at 37 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes in the dark, and they remove and place in 4% formaldehyde in 0.1 molar phosphate buffer PA724. Serial coronal section, that is 25 mm, were cut throughout the item using microtome using computer-based image analysis. Lesion volume was calculated by multiplying the lesion volume from each section, and the distance between the section is carried out. Then statistical analysis. A group of 11 animals was assigned to specific drug treatment, and results were expressed as a plus minus same. Data were analyzed by analysis of variance ANOVA followed by 2 key tests and GraphPadRhythm, which was the software we can use for the statistical analysis. Then moving towards the results, the effect of hesperidine, minocycline, and their combination on body weight in phenolic acid treated rats. Here you can see in the graph, there is a naive group, sham group, and phenolic acid treated group. Here, in this single intracellular after the single intracellular administration of phenolic acid, here you can see there is a decrease in the locomotor in the body weight. We are checking for body weight. That's why it is percentage reduction in body weight. There is a after administration of phenolic acid, there is a reduction in the body weight as compared to the naive group. Okay, then minocycline 25 mg and hesperidine 100 mg was given for 21 days. Significantly attenuated the loss of body weight. Here you can see in the graph. But in given in the combination, that is hesperidine 50 mg plus minocycline 25 mg was given in the combination. Here you can see this effect potential. When given in combination, this reduction, the body weight reduction is potentiated or a protective effect shown by combination. Then effect of hesperidine, minocycline, and their combination on locomotor activity in phenolic acid treated rats. Here you can see the locomotor activity was checked. After administration of phenolic acid intrastriatal, there is an increase in the locomotor activity. Here you can see in the graph, but in the native and sham group, there is a constant locomotor activity. There is no significant change in the locomotor activity. But when minocycline 25 mg given with hesperidine 100 mg per kg body weight, there is a attenuated the locomotor activity. And when given in combination, that is hesperidine 50 plus minocycline 25 was given, there is a these combination shows the potential the locomotor activity, and which was significant as compared to the compared to the phenolic acid treated groups. Okay, the effect of hesperidine, minocycline, and their combination on balance beam test in phenolic acid treated rats. Here you can see in the graph there is a if single intrastriatal phenolic acid was administered, there is an increase in the number of food slips compared to the naive groups. There is in sham treatment there is no significant change occur. compared to the naive group. And when minocycline 25 mg per kg plus hesperidine 100 mg was given, there is the number of food slips, okay, which was compared to the quinolic acid treated group. But when given in combination hesperidine 50 mg plus minocycline 25 mg, there is a potentiation of this activity, and number of food slips was reduced, and which was significant as compared to the quinolic acid. Effect of hesperidine, minocycline, and their combination on memory in elevated plus minus paradigm in quinolic acid treated rats. In elevated plus minus stars, here you can see the naive group. Yes, ma'am.
You have last 1 minute.
Hello.
Last
Okay,
1
ma'am.
minute, Payal.
Okay, ma'am. Effect of hesperidine and minocycline on memory performance. There is a decrease in the memory retention after administration of quinolic acid for 21 days. But when there are no significant effect as shown. But in case of the minocycline 25 mg and hesperidine 100 mg per kg given, there is a attenuation or potentiate the activity memory retention. But given in combination at hesperidine 50 and minocycline 25, there is a memory retention was potentiated or a neuroprotective was achieved. Then effect of hesperidine minocycline, the combination of oxidative damage, that is lipid peroxidation, nitrite superoxide, and diamustase, and reduce glutathione in quinolic acid treated rats. Here you can see the quinolic acid group. There is a increase in the MDA and nitrite level, but there is a depletion of the SOD and GSS level. These are the MDA, nitrite level, and SOD and GSS. These are the oxidative damage, which causes oxidative damage. When we as his activity, this activity 1863 is increase in MDA, and 175.6 was given nitrite level was increased, but in case was as compared to the naive groups. But when given with hesperidine 100 and minocycline 25, there is a restoration of the activity. And when given in combination, it shows the potentiation of the effect and reduce the oxidative stress. Effect of hesperidine, minocycline, and their combination on caspase-3, BDNF, and TNF alpha level in the stratum of quinolic acid treated rats. Here you can see there is a after administration of quinolic acid, there is an increase in the caspase-3 activity, but decrease in the BDNF activity and increase in the TNF activity. But when given in the minocycline and hesperidine 100 mg per kg, it shows a significant effect, as you can see in the graph. But when given in the combination, it shows the potentiate the effect of caspase-3 BDNF level. There is a restoration of BDNF level, and TNF level was measured. The effect of hesperidine, minocycline, and their combination of mitochondrial enzyme complex activity in the stratum of quinolic acid treated rats. Here you can see the after administration of quinolic acid, there is a decrease in the complex 1, complex 2, and complex 3 and complex 4 activity. But compared to the naive group, and sham group did not show any significant activity. When given with hesperidine 50 100 mg and minocycline 25 mg, there is attenuation of the mitochondrial enzyme complex. And when given hesperidine 50 mg per kg and minocycline 25 mg per kg, there is a potentiation of this effect. Then effect of hesperidine, minocycline, and their combination of striated laser volume in quinolic treated rats. Here you can see after administration of quinolinic acid, there is an increase in the striatal lesion volume as compared to the naive group or a sham group. When minocycline 25 mg and hesperidine 100 mg was given, there is a reduce in the lesion volume, striatal lesion volume. But when given in the combination, hesperidine 50 mg plus minocycline 25 mg, there is a potentiation or a reduce the striatal laser volume. Here you can see in the figure, these are the rat brain section. A is the naive group, B is the sham group. There is no lesion in this group. This is the quinolic acid treated group section. Here you can see there is a damage of cells and lesion is occur. This is the hesperidine, minocycline 25 section of rat. The treatment was given, that is minocycline 22. Here the mild lesion occur and this is then hesperidine 50 mg treatment was given. There is a mild lesion as compared to the quinolic acid treated. This hesperidine 100 mg per kg, it having a mild lesion, and this is the hesperidine 50 and minocycline 25 rat brain section. It shows the very mild lesion occur. Result and conclusion, it is evaluating that minocycline modulate the neuroprotective effect against quinolic acid-induced Huntington disease-like symptoms in rats, behavioral, biochemical, cellular, and histological evidences. These are the possible target in the neuroprotective effect of hesperidine against quinolic acid-induced neurotoxicity in rat are as follows. These are the possible targets. Okay, thank you.